Why do you keep asking me that? We just talked about this. Nothing ever happened. If you're anxious preoccupied, you've probably heard things like that before. Because when the need for reassurance gets activated, it can show up in ways that don't land the way you hoped. You're not trying to be needy. You're trying to feel safe. But what your partner sees might look very different from what you feel. So let's break down what the need for reassurance actually looks like from the outside. The Attachment Trauma Lab, my group coaching program, is open. So if you're working to break unhealthy patterns, heal from past wounds, and build healthy relationships, I'd love to see you there. The link's in the channel description. Just copy and paste it into your browser. Now, when you need reassurance, it doesn't always come out as a clear request. It can look like questions repeating yourself, doubting the answer. You might ask if they're okay, if the relationship is okay, if your partner still cares. You might ask again an hour later, even if they already said yes. Not because you didn't hear them, but because the fear is louder than the answer. You might overanalyze texts or looks or pauses. And when something feels off, even a little, your brain fills in the blanks with worst case scenarios. You might pull your partner close right after an argument, not to avoid conflict, but to make sure they're still there. You might question their love even after they reassure you, because deep down, part of you still feels unlovable. But when your partner needs space, it can feel like abandonment, like they're slipping away. To your partner, all of this can feel like pressure, like you're never satisfied, like they're always being tested. But what they don't see is the fear underneath, the panic that love is fragile, that connection is temporary, and the desperate hope that maybe this time someone will stay. This isn't about being clingy. It's about having a nervous system wired to expect disconnection and trying to outrun it. The need for reassurance is what happens when love doesn't feel safe, when connection feels fragile or temporary. Your nervous system stays on high alert, but it doesn't have to stay that way. You can learn to calm the fear. You can learn to pause before reaching for reassurance, and you can learn to trust connection without constantly bracing for it to disappear.